Вебку немного видно. Тимончик, это тут? Тут. Красавчик. Боксера, блядь, не получилось одолеть. Грустно. Ну там вообще непонятно, что когда третий раз выходит. Он на таких скоростях на тебя чаржится, что это пиздец. Так, мы, получается, с жопа пиздели. Узнали, что это не он, этот Рафлан-суицидник. Карта. Посмотрим карту как раз. Получается, нам нужно верхние этажи исследовать. И этого, и Брайана тоже. Так. Интересно, он обнаружил, что мы его педаль спиздили? Не, походу нет. Так, у нас есть твертка, удлинитель, платье. А, мы же должны проучить этого бомжа. А, отверткой же можно, в принципе, открыть банку. Банку открыть отверткой. Как? Инженерно? Да, маска нужна. Так, банка с краской. Ну, реально, я легко могу открыть эту отвертку. Ебать, ну я гений. Сделано. Так, взять. Пиздец. Так, осмотреть. Для покраски стен в спальне. Сработало для Джо Дэвиса, по крайней мере. Если только, конечно, те 3 шестерки на двери ванной не написаны настоящей кровью. А, да. Что-то ты... Ты ж с ним пообщалась, ебать. Повесить. Теперь можно... А мы... А мы чисто... Мы кровью должны, получается, что-то ему в хате намазать.
Okay, so what do we need?
Well, basically, we need 3 things.
Ага,
Red paint. We've got it already.
да. Тоже есть.
The dress will make a great costume. We just need it in black. Also, it should look damaged. That's important. Cat Widow is a ghost after all.
А, порвать еще
I'll
надо,
need some
блядь, его.
scissors for that.
Ножницы для этого. И маска. Игру,
We
блядь,
need
ну
some
я
kind of
обновил.
mask.
Сейчас
I don't want him to recognize
вольтамс.
me, obviously.
Так, готово. Ну, успешно обновлено. Перезагрузитесь там, посмотрите. Вроде должно быть ок. А, все окей. Значит, обновилось. Нормально. Так. Трубы. Сейчас, ну, типа, блядь, водоснабжение можно будет потом вырубить. Когда это понадобится. Окей, погнали на 4-й занятие. Так, кабель. Ну, типа мы не можем подергать, блядь. Единственное, что мы могли сделать, это отключить, и этот еблан выходил. Но он говорит, что он очень сильно занят. М. С этой она не хочет пиздеть. Потому что там ребенок. Блять.
Damn fuse just keeps tripping. It's like we're living in.
Jesse, can we talk to you, please?
Later, mate. Later. I'm really, really busy right
Блять.
now.
Very busy. Чё за ульбан, нахуй? А. Удлинитель, блять. Нахуя нам удлинитель, блять? Это подозрительно понятно, да. Вопрос в том, что, блять... Может, в свою хату вернуться? Смотри, карта. Типа... Восьмерки ребенок, она не хочет общаться с ним. А в семерке это долбоеб, который не хочет с нами общаться. Я так понимаю, там провода нужно как бы выдернуть, ну, с концами, чтобы электричество вырубилось. Тогда с ним можно будет попиздеть. Брайана мы хотим проучить, но у нас не хватает маски. И нам нужны ножницы. Нам нужны ножницы. Типа... Ну, сначала хочу в свою хату зайти, может там маску какую-то нароляем. А нет. В свою хату нельзя зайти. Понял. Ну, типа это... И в тройку теперь тоже. Окей, погнали тогда снизу идти. Так. Выходить из хаты она все еще не хочет. Из дома. Нет почты. В подвале мы только что были. Окей, первый этаж, значит, идем. Как бы у нас из предметов только удлинитель. Что в двойке? В двойке же была собачница, и она просто зашла туда, и все, и мы эту хату вычеркнули. Так. Угу. Я не знаю. Нет, не на стол. Мою сторону всегда покрывает тьма. О, кстати, розетка, блять, удлинитель использовать нет. Ну, охуенно. Чё? Обычная электрическая розетка. Ну, это класс. Почему? Ну, в этой хате тогда тоже. Мы как бы ключ от хаты Джо здесь нашли. Я думаю, на этом, в принципе, заканчивается. Maybe велик надо этого хуесоса обмазать краской. Можно попробовать. Бля, осмотреть. И она не хочет с ним разговаривать. Так. Может
So,
поговорить с Митси?
what next?
Maybe we can find some clues in the mail.
Почте.
There's a mailbox in the hall.
В почте. А, надо типа, чтобы она похекала. Ебать, нихуя себе. Вот это хинты, блядь. Типа, надо попросить ее взломать ящички. Ага. Так,
Do you
взломать
think you
замок.
can unlock this mailbox?
I think I can most certainly unlock this mailbox.
Ну, умом.
Then do it quickly. Someone can come in any minute.
Отвернуться.
A little room for the master locksmith.
Really?
Could you step away towards the stairs and turn around?
Она язычка отмычки достает, по-любому.
Master criminal, if anything.
Done. Here's all the mail. Hide it in your pockets and let's get out of here. It was mostly junk mail and leaflets. I threw those away.
Так, письмо кому? Паулине. Адресовано Паулине Саммерс. Это та молодая мать, что живет в квартире 8. Прочитать. Не здесь. Она вернется в любую минуту и поймает нас с поличным. Понял, блядь. Или это в подвале надо читать? Хуево. Так, теперь можно прочитать?
Well, well. Looks like Pauline is looking for a
Oh.
babysitter.
Бэби.
This letter says she's supposed to interview an agency nanny later today.
Ну, отличный
Great.
повод пообщаться.
I could be a nanny.
It's certainly worth a try, but I should warn you. I don't want to have anything to do with that baby. You're gonna have to handle this on your own.
Sure, I understand. Leave it to me, Mrs. A.
Меньше проблем для меня. Изи. Письмо Джо. Нарисовано Джо Дэвис. Он живет в квартире напротив. Да, мы это знаем. О, письмо от доктора Фрэнка Зельмана. По-видимому, он психотерапевт Джо. Очевидно, Джо не присутствовал на своих еженедельных встречах в последнее время. Так. Похоже, у Джо такие же проблемы, как у меня. Или хуже. Кто знает. Я последняя, кто вправе судить его. И поэтому она его убивает. Ну, или пытается убить. Классно. Так, ну все, можно идти на 4. Так. Ну чё? Дверь. Постучать.
Coming.
Right, step back. I'll handle this.
А чё, она сама постучать не могла?
Oh, hello?
Hi. I've heard you're looking for a babysitter. Is that correct?
Well, yes, that's correct.
Look no further. My name is Mitzi Hunt. I'm currently a student, but I'm great with children. And I could really use a job. These school tuitions get pretty expensive these days.
Okay, maybe. But why is Mrs. Ashworth here? Hello,
Действительно.
Mrs. Ashworth.
Почему?
Hi, Pauline.
Нахуя она там стоит?
How are you?
I'm great, thanks. I haven't seen you for ages. Are you here to apply for a job as well?
No, of course not.
Так, Сьюзен, моя тетя. Она рассказала мне о работе. Ебанешься, блядь. О, я квартирант миссис Эшфорд. Так, миссис Эшфорд работает в агентстве. Она здесь, чтобы... Так, и чё, блядь? Моя тетя. Нормально? Ну, как-то она по-доброму отнеслась ко мне. Может, это будет супер доверительно.
Oh, Susan's my auntie. She told me about the job. I was a bit shy to come and ask like this, so she offered to come along. She is my favorite auntie. Thank you so much again, Auntie Susan.
No problem, sweetie.
So, anyway, I'm starting this course on child psychology next semester, and I thought it would be useful. How old is your daughter?
She's nearly 6 months.
А,
That's
6 months.
perfect.
Как
Aren't
удачно-то,
they
блядь.
just the cutest, most adorable little muffins when they're 6 months old?
Yes, well, you sure sound enthusiastic. Would you like to come in? Both of you?
It's okay. I'll wait.
Please come in too, Auntie Susan. I could really
Надь
do with your
смашнит.
support. You know how shy I
Говорит,
get
я
sometimes.
разберусь сама.
Yes.
Пон.
Well, you'll. Okay, I'll come.
Бля, от нее, конечно, помощи не жди вообще, это пиздец.
You owe me.
We need to work together on this. I'll do the talking, I promise.
Fine. Just
Надо
don't
будет
overdo it.
обыскать, типа, нам хату ее, я так понял,
It's
пока
too
она
late
будет
for that,
пиздеть.
Mrs. A. What a nice flat! I love the wallpaper. Very retro.
Thanks. I decorated myself just before Alyssa was born. Please follow me. We can talk in the living room.
I'll need you to drag her away.
А, я
How the
отвлекаю.
hell am I supposed to do
Пон.
that?
I don't know. I'm sure you can think of something.
Why don't you think of something? I told you I don't do babies. I feel so uncomfortable here. I gladly blend with this cheesy wallpaper that you like so much and disappear.
I know. So
Ah.
do I.
Ну да.
Do you think I know anything about babies? No. But I'm trying to fake it, and so far she's buying it. Look, I need you to stay cool and come up with something that'll make her leave the room. Got it?
But that's where the problem is. I can't think of anything.
Just play it by ear, yeah?
Сейчас я прочитаю, что мне написали. Окей, там ничего важного, так что похуй. Так, фотографии. В основном фотографии ребенка. Также есть пара Паулины и ее бывшего. Его лица нет на каждой из них. Если она так хочет вырезать этого парня из своей жизни, то почему она просто не снимет их?
I should let you know from the start that looking after a toddler is not an easy task. They're just beginning to crawl, they're very curious, and sometimes they can cry for no apparent reason. And my Alyssa, well, she is a very noisy child. Did you have any previous experience with children?
Да, раньше я нянчила соседских детей. Нет, но я быстро учусь. Да,
Yes,
конечно.
I used to babysit my neighbor's kids.
Excellent. I know we all have to start somewhere, but it helps if you at least know the basics. I'd like to get back to work soon, you see, just part-time for now. That's why I need someone to stay with her. I'm not going to find it easy to be apart from Alyssa, but my career has always been important to me as well. They won't wait for me forever. If I don't do this now, they'll just replace me.
Где вы работаете? Сейчас работающих родителей слишком мало. Поддерживает, я хуево. Где отец Алисы? Если вы не против, что я спрашиваю. Ну, бля, точно хуевый вопросик. Мне кажется.
Where do you
Ну,
work?
давайте, где вы
I'm a hotel
работаете?
manager. It's a very competitive industry, but I've always loved it. I miss it a lot.
Тихая гавань отель, интересно или нет?
There just isn't enough
Да,
support for
поддерживаю.
working.
Tell me about it. If I don't get back to work in 2 weeks' time, they will cut my maternity pay in half. So I haven't really got a choice. It's either this or Alyssa and me will face the life in poverty.
Так. Где отец Алисы? Спрашиваем? Нет? Ну, можно и спросить, в принципе, похуй. Можно и не спрашивать. Спрашивай.
Where's Alyssa's dad?
I'd rather not talk about it.
Ага, понимаю.
It's personal. As far as I'm concerned, Alyssa hasn't got a father.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked.
No, it's alright, but I just
Все
don't like
нормально.
talking about it. I'm sure you'll understand.
Так,
I have a great connection with kids.
Okay, I don't doubt that. How about, would you like to hold Alyssa for a minute?
ну все, пизда.
We should probably see if she likes you first.
Yes, definitely.
Земля и пухом.
I ought to wash my hands first.
Ага.
Your hands?
My hands. I must have touched a million things on my way here. As much as I want to hold her, I just don't think it's safe, you know?
Ну, грамотно.
Really? What have you been touching?
Oh, you
В
know,
смысле,
just
на улице была, ты что,
ordinary
прикалываешься?
things, this and that.
Ебать.
You look pretty clean. I'm sure it'll be okay.
Well, if you must know,
Так, я погладила мерзко выглядящую собаку. Я была волонтером в больнице сегодня утром. Я обняла бездомного мужчину перед домом. Я могла забыть помыть руки после туалета. У меня был сильный насморк до сих пор. Так, не знаю, волонтера в больнице. Нормально. Это как бы... И мы тоже охуенно себя. Да, давай, волонтер, я тебе отвечаю. Ну, типа... Ну, бездомного мужчину точно хуже. Ну, тогда собаку, типа...
I
Давай
stroke
собаку.
a filthy
Oh. If that's the case, then I would very much prefer that you wash your hands.
Ну, изи,
I'll show you
блядь,
to the
видишь.
bathroom.
Легко.
Would you mind answering the door for me?
Sure, no problem.
Блядь, и
It's
когда,
probably
каждый
with
раз,
my
когда она
friend Kate.
открывает двери,
Just
там
let her
какой-то
in, please.
маньяк ебаный
Is
ее
that okay?
хуярит молотком.
The bathroom's this way. Follow me.
Your turn, Mrs. A.
Seriously.
Do something. Anything.
И помощнатор.
Make sure you scrub those dirty hands really well. I need a bit of time.
Так. Что, мы должны... Так, книжный шкаф. Ничего полезного, только книги, книги, книги. Несколько игрушек. Кухня. Заглянуть. Ее кухня сверкает чистотой. Дверь. Нужно ли мне открывать дверь, блядь? Давай откроем.
Hello.
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 Ты кто, блядь?
Are you Kate?
А, там типа
I've
этот...
been sent by the agency.
из
My
агентства
name is
точно.
Rita Tickle. May I come in, please?
Нет, нельзя. Мы уже нашли.
Agency? What agency?
The Happy Nanny Babysitters Agency, of course. We bring fun and professionalism into childminding at a discount price. May I come in, please?
Wait, just hang on a second.
I believe we have an appointment. It
Ага.
was Didn't you get a letter?
Hang on, I said.
Ебать. Ебать в натуре ломится. Слышишь, Стасик, блядь. Стасик в хату заваливается к тебе. Так. Простите, вакансия уже занята.
I'm sorry.
Oh, great. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Thanks for your time.
Wait.
Ты чё, охуела?
There must have been some kind of
No, there wasn't a mix-up. Bye.
I'd better call the office and find.
Так, и чё, и куда она съебалась-то, блядь? Ебать, куда она пропала? Ахуй. Так, погнали. Так, окно. Осмотреть. На этой стороне здания рано темнеет. Телевизор. Это большой телевизор. Ну, у меня был больше. Так, ноутбук. Осмотреть. Это ноутбук Паулины. Использовать. Я слишком мало знаю о компьютерах. Лучше оставить это дело Митси. Так. Фотографии. Много фотографий Паулины и ее бывшего. Его лицо вырезано на каждой из них. О, ножницы, кстати, бля, охуенно. Похоже, она потратила кучу времени, вырезая отца и ее ребенка из фотографий. Ах, мы все храним темные секреты от внешнего мира, но это мы забираем. Глупая женщина оставила ребенка рядом с острыми ножницами. Ебать. И это она говорит, да? Которая оставила ебучую, блядь, пыльцу рядом с ребенком. ККВ. Я слышу, как вода течет. Я должен спешить. Они могут выйти в любую секунду. Типа, они что там вдвоем нахуй в ванной, блядь, стоят, ебутся? Это же глупо. Так. Не, ну это хуйта какая-то. Да. Ну, блядь. Как бы, алло, у меня есть удлинитель, ножницы. А, ну все, мы ножницы типа забрали. Этого
So, was
было
it my friend at the
достаточно.
door?
No, just some door-to-door salesman.
Well, I hope you told him to go to hell. I honestly don't know what these people are thinking.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm sure it's Kate
Блядь.
this time. I'll let her in if you'll excuse me for a minute.
Wait!
Ебучий рот. Опять эта, бля, бомжиха ломится. С агентства. Думаю, я забыла закрыть кран в ванной. Надо было ее нахуй послать. Да, бля, я думаю, что это там не важно. Послали бы ее мы нахуй. Или нет, типа, исход был бы таким же. Она бы все равно вернулась. Мои руки все еще недостаточно чистые. Надо вымыть. Так. Мне вдруг стало нехорошо. Похоже, что-то попало мне в глаз. Бля, это хуево. Ну, точно не руки недостаточно чистые, это параш. Нехорошо. Ну, нехорошо, нормальная тема. Это типа паника хотя бы какая-то.
I'm feeling really sick all of a sudden.
Oh. Do you think you're actually going to
Yes, definitely. Oh, yes.
Оу,
quickly go
yes.
back to the bathroom? I don't mean to be rude, but this is a very expensive carpet.
Will you come with me? Please? What if I faint?
Если
I'm scared. Everything
чисто
is
водичку
spinning
будет
around.
приносить.
Can Mrs. Ashworth go with you for a change?
It's okay. I'll answer the door and let your friend in, yeah?
Well,
Вообще легко. Ну, социальная
fine.
инженерия
I'll put Alyssa in her
максимальная.
bed for a minute and I'll come with you. It's that dirty dog you were touching, isn't it? Oh, poor thing.
Так. Ну и чё ты? Ты чё, блядь, приперлась? Пошла
It's
нахуй.
you? Again?
Hello.
Hello.
Is this flat number 8?
Ебать, она нахуй накурилась?
My name is Rita Tickle from the Happy Nanny Agency. May I come in, please?
Слушай, дорогая, мне жаль, я не могу тебе помочь. Я уже
I
сказал вам.
told you already. You're too late.
You have? I thought I got the wrong door last time.
It's the right door. I was looking for a nanny, but I'm not anymore. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. You were looking for a nanny. I have 10
Это
years
как дед,
experience
блядь.
and training in child discipline techniques and behavioural psychology.
Непробиваемый?
Also, I am known for good personal hygiene, strong work ethics, and I only take one break every 5 hours. Just to use the restroom.
Wow, that sounds really great. But I'd like you to go away now.
You don't need a nanny.
Nope. I've decided to give my baby up for adoption.
You're an evil person.
Сука.
You'll go to hell for doing that to your baby.
Бля, отличная отмазка.
Yeah,
Мне понравилось.
I've already been to hell. They don't want me there.
Так, иди. Но мы не можем, блядь, нихуя тут... Окей. Возвращаемся. Так. Дверь в ванну. Так. В смысле, вода сейчас не течет. Найс, этот диалог не поменялся. Вон. Так, ну ничего-то не выходит, блядь. Слышишь? Хуйня какая-то. Ну окей, да, ножницы нам явно нужны только для платья. Ну, точнее, не явно, но я так думаю. Так, на телек удлинитель нельзя. Ну и чё, блядь? Чё, бля, прикалываетесь? Ну. Ебать, ничего не триггерится. Балдеж. Может просто с хаты съебаться? Так. О, кстати, а если обрезать ножницами, а? Нормально придумал? Должен быть способ безопасней. Бля, может свет, кстати, потушить в обоих хатах? Да-да-да. Давай попробуем.
These scissors seem sharp enough. Let's create some diversion. I hope this is what Mitzi had in mind.
Димон гений, гений, блядь. Жестко вообще придумал. Опа.
Oh, not that again.
What happened to the lights? I'm terrified of the dark. I can't move.
Отвратительная
I
няня.
can't breathe.
Темноты боится.
Calm down, it's alright.
Хуёво
Probably just
становится.
that stupid mirror. You
Рыгает.
must have run out of money again. It's not even that dark.
Руки
Please,
вонючие.
You've got to do something about it. I think I'm going to faint.
Я бы
Fine,
сказал,
just
иди
stay in my
нахуй.
bedroom. There'll still be plenty of sunlight there at this time of the day. I'll go outside and put some money on the mirror. It'll only take a minute.
О, мы теперь за нее играем. Заебись. Ноутбук. Осмотреть это ноутбук. Так, использовать.
Right. Let's do it.
Is that you, Mrs. Ashworth? What happened?
No idea. Maybe it's a blackout, like in the old days.
It's probably just the mirror. Let me see.
Так если она свет вырубила, там же и нета нету.
What a waste of time. It's
Как
too
она?
late. This interview is over.
Хотя инет, по идее, может и быть. Но это не точно. Типа, если Wi-Fi роутер там стоит, как бы, света в хате нету. Какого хуя? Как она вообще там что-то вычислила? Просто по файликам на компе? Думаю, да, ну, блядь. Ладно, похуй, в принципе, чё. Не думаю, что это супер важно. Так.
I don't get it. The cable's been cut. But why would anyone do that?
I think we're going to go now.
2012 это вот.
This whole power cut gave me
плане-
a terrible headache.
Is that you,
Точнее,
Mitzi? But we haven't finished yet. Have you changed your mind about the job?
No, of course not. I'm just scared of darkness.
а кто это
And I
стоит-то,
still feel
пиздец?
sick, you know. Perhaps we can continue some other time.
I've had it. I'm getting a new fuse box.
Was that you, Jesse?
Yeah. How are you doing, Pauline?
Well, we need the power back. Can you do something?
Yeah, I can easily fix that. There's an electrical store that's open till late. I'll get some stuff and I'll be back before you know it.
Bear in mind it's not just the fuse box, it's the cable this time.
I'll get a new cable too, don't worry.
Ебать
But in the
электрик.
meantime, go home, find some candles and chill, yeah?
Thanks, Jesse. That's awfully nice of you.
Какой милый.
Well, it was
Трахнуть
great
её.
seeing you, but we're going to leave now.
Так а попиздеть с этим
Hello.
бомжом. Hello,
Who's that?
блядь.
My name is Rita Tickle.
Ебать на натуре
Who?
под накуркой, это просто
What the
пиздец.
hell is going on here? Do you know this woman, Mrs. Ashworth?
I've never seen her before in all my life. Now she'll think we are absolutely crazy.
I wouldn't worry too much. You're not exactly the most popular neighbor in the house, anyway.
Thanks.
What? You don't actually care what those idiots think, do you?
No, of course not. It's just that Pauline seems all right. I'm not too proud of causing her all this trouble.
Ага.
It'll get fixed soon. Look, Jesse's gone out.
Можно
We
в
can now
хату
get
теперь.
inside flat 7 and see what he's been up to.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
We can also cross Pauline off the list. I've searched through her internet history, and needless to say, there's nothing
Ага,
exciting
историю
there.
чекала. Ну, нормально. Это умом. Так. Сейчас пойду себе сока налью. Но если чистит, то это называется невезением. Так. Вообще непонятно какой это год, потому что типа события здесь разворачиваются параллельно. С даунфолом. И оригинал был 2009 года. Так что я думаю, примерно это время. Бывает, сок вкусный, кстати, овощной. Потопчик.
Now that he's gone, we can get inside.
Yes, let's do that.
I'll close my eyes and you pick that lock, Mitzi.
Okay, but no peeking.
I'd never. You've really hurt my feelings now.
Yeah. Now close them. There, job done.
Jesus, are these...
Опа.
Relax. masks, Mrs. A. They're just Halloween masks.
Ой, маски можно как
Oh,
раз себе взять.
good. That's good. Because I swear, if I see another bloody head...
Так. Маска клоуна, маска дьявола. Хоккейная маска. Бля, маска дьявола. Наверное, лучше подходит к этой, к платью. Хуево. Хотя, конечно, все маски говна. Так. А, нет, видишь, сильно спотеет. Не подходит. В итоге у нас маска такая вот. На попу чё. Цветы, смотрите. Похоже, все здесь легальное. Наверное, он просто любит цветы. Этот цветок довольно большой. Динамик. Это динамик огромный. И он присоединен к компьютеру Джесса. Должно быть, когда играет музыка, тут стены трясутся. Нормальная тема, чё. О, тут ПК. А смотрите, это ПК Джесса. Это что ли тот самый источник шума? Типа с пушкой он стрелялки хуярит? Включить. Это не сработает. Похоже, кто-то отключил электричество. Кто же это был, блядь? У нас есть удлинитель? Так. Розетка. ПК Джесса помещен сюда. Если бы только тут где-то была рабочая розетка. А еще давай удлинитель можно использовать из окна выкинуть, типа. Да, розетка в первой хате есть.
So,
Да,
who's
да,
got
да.
windows over this side of the building?
Well, Joe Davis lives right below. I guess we could also check one flat below Joe's. I just hope the cable's long enough.
Опять
Let's
в
find
квартиру
out,
Джо.
shall we?
Понял. У нас все есть для наказания этого Брайана. Если что. Так. Ой, какой же вкусный сок, это просто пиздец. Так, открыть. Овощной. Да, да, покупной. Но он охуенный. Во. Айс говорит, в хату Джо Дэвиса надо. Наебало получается. Так, открыть. Ну все, сейчас пекарню.
Right. I should be able to use that computer now. Could you give me 5 minutes, Mrs. A?
Sure. Why not? I'll keep an eye on the door.
Наш стоит опять. Мы даже ни разу не видели, как она компасикируется.
It's not him either. God damn it.
Ну, получается, этот Брайан остался. нам нужно порезать платье, надеть маску. Я хую. Дед. Так. Ножницы. Обрезать. Надеюсь, они убрали переноску.
We need to make some adjustments.
Да, это немного палевно, я думаю. Если чел возвращается.
Now this is a dress worthy of the cat widow.
Why don't you admit it was too small for you?
Ha ha, bloody ha. Why don't you just shut up? Whoever wore this dress probably hadn't eaten in years. You'd struggle to get a skeleton into it. This is it. We've got all we need.
Great. Are you going to tell me about the cat widow now?
Yes, it's story time, Mitzi. The legend says there was once a bad man who hated cats. He hated his neighbors too, and his job. And when it rained, he'd curse and smash things. He hated his bald head and his weak, ugly body. He probably hated himself the most, although he would never admit it.
I think I see where this is going.
One day, out of pure hatred for the whole world and everything that lives, he captured a family of cats and drowned them all in the river. That day, the sun turned black and all the birds went silent as the 6 kittens struggled for life. But trapped in a strong canvas bag, they never had a chance. They all died that day. All but one. The mother cat, in a desperate fight to set herself free, by pure luck, clawed her way out of the bag and swam to the shore. She lost everything that day, her beautiful children and her proud husband. Her heart crashed into pieces as she watched their limp, dead bodies stolen by the current. Running after them, she followed them for days, for as long as she could. Then, eventually, she lost sight of them. She stayed on the bank of the river for a while. The world stopped turning for her, her eyes empty and blind. And then, one day, she slowly slid down the bank and into the cold, dark
Подгрузить
water.
решила.
She gave in to it. She let the river take her away too, cover her mouth, her ears, her eyes. But as the water filled her lungs and she started slipping into darkness, there was another strange feeling that burst in her mind like a ball of flames. Anger, rage even. Her last craving, before she drowned, was for revenge, for blood. And so she returned, reborn and changed, a cat widow, veiled in black, mistress of the cats. Her body of a young woman, but her eyes of a cat, and her face, white, rotten, face of a corpse. Those who saw it rarely lived to tell the tale. She would get her revenge on all cat killers and cat torturers. But there was someone she had to see first. Someone special. Someone she really hated the most. As the evening came, it was strangely quiet in the man's flat. As he lived alone, he usually liked to fill the silence with the sound of radio or TV shows. But that night, he switched them all off, feeling anxious and tired after work. He tried to sleep, but couldn't. And for once, there wasn't anyone there he could blame for it. As he stared through the window, he kept thinking about how much he hated that view. He liked it once, a long time ago, when his wife was still there and they were happy together. Suddenly, he heard knocking on the door. Some part of him was glad, because that meant he could take it out on whoever decided to bother him. There was nobody there. He almost felt disappointed, but before he turned to walk away, he suddenly noticed something down the hall.
Софийка, а мне коктейльчик делаешь? Пожалуйста. И достанешь еще сырочек? Спасибо. На стену напротив падала тень гигантской кошки. Он увидел тень человека в плаще впереди себя. Тело выпотрошенной кошки висело на радиаторе. Так. Окей. Тень гигантской кошки.
On a nearby wall, there was a giant shadow of a cat. He stopped again. He couldn't believe his eyes.
Некто написал «Кота-убийца» на его двери. На сиденье его велосипеда лежал кошачий череп. Некто написал «Засранец» на его двери. Так, ну кота-убийца.
Someone wrote "cat killer" on his door. He had a passion for trains. Although he hated being a train driver, he had always enjoyed watching them move. But now, his train model was moving all on its own. He was absolutely certain he'd left it switched off. And yet, there it was, running at crazy speed. Remote control missing. Something was seriously wrong. And that something had entered his home now too. He hoped he was just imagining things, tired as he was. But there was another surprise waiting for him in his bedroom.
Гигантский окровавленный кот-зомби сидел на его кровати. Кошачья вдова здесь. Было написано везде. Да, кошачья. Хотя, бля, я больше хочу на кота-зомби. Сука. Кот-зомби.
A
Выбираем.
giant, blood-soaked zombie cat sat on his bed.
Ебать.
Now that's really stupid.
Fair enough. That didn't really happen. Everyone knows there's no such thing as giant zombie cats, right? What really happened was this.
Бля, не дают этот даже выбрать.
Cat Widow is here was written all over the wall.
Как во сне, он пошел на кухню, чтобы попить воды. Испугавшись, уже по-настоящему, он решил вызвать полицию. На кухню
As in a
пошел.
dream, he went to the kitchen to get a drink. There was no water. He knew there were valves in the basement that turn it off, but no one's been down there for years. He felt sick. None of this made any sense. And yet, deep down, he knew what he did to the cats was wrong. There was a part of him that almost wanted to be punished. The part he tried so hard to hide. He thought he'd heard something in the corridor. Was there someone there with him? His head was spinning. He felt ambushed, trapped, like an animal. He had to get out of there.
Испугавшись уже по-настоящему, он решил
Getting really scared
вызвать
now.
полицию. Алло, полиция.
His phone was of no use. The SIM card had been removed, and that wasn't even the worst
Ой,
part.
как все продумали.
There was a photo of a black cat set as screensaver. He remembered this cat. He'd watched that strange pest control man put it in a cage and into his van. He'd looked at it through the window for a while, then pulled the curtains and went to bed.
А, да. Чё ты
He
ебану?
stopped, paralyzed. He'd heard something right in front of him. A whisper. More like a purr.
Опа.
She was there, in the dark corner of his living room, waiting. Black veil covering that pale, dead face. And yet, he could almost feel Cat Widow's eyes piercing through him.
Кошачья вдова направила на него дробовик. Она подошла ближе, как призрак, и быстро откинула. Бля. Но дробовик это неправильный вариант. Второй, скорее всего, правильный. Кликаем дробовик.
Cat Widow aimed a shotgun at his chest and fired.
Или сейчас она его бахнет. Ладно. Это неправда.
Really? Your sick imagination is running wild again, Mrs. A.
Right, so that never really happened either. She came closer, like a ghost, and swiftly removed the veil.
О,
She
прикольно.
came back for him, to take him to the river, to make him pay for what he'd done. As he looked into her eyes, he could feel the world spinning around him, his knees go weak, his pants suddenly wet around his crotch. As much as he hated life, he didn't want to die
Подливу
either.
пустил.
Inside, he was just a big, stinking coward. And then he fainted. Did you see his face? I knew he'd fall for this.
Yeah, we scared the living shit out of him. Now that's teamwork. Are you sure he won't know it was you, though?
Oh, he probably will, once he's had time to think about what happened. But he's too proud to ever admit he's been beaten by a woman. I know him just about enough to know
Так
that.
они ком чекнули
Let's
его.
hope so. I don't want you to get in trouble because of me.
No. That was something I had to do for myself. And I feel much better for it.
The only problem now is that we still haven't found Eye of Adam,
Ага.
because it definitely isn't Brian. I've searched through his laptop and all I found was a load of porn.
Let's cross him off the list.
Хм. И что это значит?
Well, that means we've checked everyone. We've hit a brick wall. Perhaps I was wrong. Maybe he doesn't live here at all.
I think we need to sleep on it, and we might get some more ideas in the morning. Shall we head back home?
Yeah, I do feel tired. You're right, we need some sleep. Really wish there was an elevator in this building.
Это отсылка, да, про лифт.
What's that? A note?
Когда он
What does it
получит.
say, Mrs. A?
You will not believe it. Meet me at midnight, both of you. I will wait. Flat 5. Door will be open. Do not fear. Eye of Adam.
Flat 5. That's the old guy. Can't be. It can't be him.
I guess we'll find out. At midnight. We've got a few hours until then. Let's get some coffee.
Что, дед всех наебал? Ну, посмотрим.
It's just you and me, my love. No one will find us here. Stop worrying, Ivy. It will be all right. I will always love you. You know that. I'm gonna make you all better.
Ну, это мы видели уже, да. Не корми тролля. Так, аквариум. А что не засейвился? Мне не нравится вид этой воды. В аквариуме нет ни одной рыбешки.
Just look at this door. Crazy son of a bitch. That's not gonna stop us. I think there's someone in the kitchen.
Да, дедуган в натуре.
Are you Adam?
Me? No, of course not. I don't have anything to do with all this foolishness. Never have. It's my son. I've told him time and time again, but he never listens. I've done my best to protect that boy, you know. I'm all he's got left in the world since his mama died, but it just wasn't enough.
Where is he then? Where's Eye of Adam?
He's in his room. Where else would he be? He's always in his room, staring at that screen for as long as he can. Look, I've made up my mind about this. I want to help you. This mess he's in, it's gone too far. I can't be part of this.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you don't understand. He's watching us. Right now, he can see us on his camera. He's very clever with this stuff. I never got my head around it. Just as much as I needed to, I guess. But not a lot.
Give us the key to his room. I want to talk to him.
Look, it's a trap. He knows why you're here, and he will kill you. Both of you. But he will not kill me. He won't dare. All these years, I've looked after him well. He owes me everything. It breaks my heart to do this now. What choice do I have? He left me this. I was supposed to keep it for myself, but I want you to take it. He won't dare to kill his own father, and I won't let 2 innocent lives be lost because of him.
What is it?
Just take the damn thing. There's not much time. Didn't you hear me? He's watching.
Взять коробку. Окей.
What is it, Mrs. A?
It's a shoebox.
Там ствол.
Take it away. Get rid of it. He must see that I don't have it anymore.
Shall we open it?
Коробка. Открыть. Противогаз.
Oh God. Mitzi, we have to get out of here. Quickly. It's a gas mask. He's going to poison us.
А чё один противогаз? Даже двое. Мы вроде 3 убили только. Надо 5, ну да, 5. Типа, ей надо
It's
противогаз,
too
если
late.
бессмертный.
Shit. Oh, shit. Shit. Shit.
No! Stop that, Adam. You're going to kill your father.
We'll never make it to the door. That room is filling up with gas too quickly. Put the mask on, Mrs. A.
Yeah.
What about you? No. No, I can't.
You've got to. This is your only chance.
No. I can't let you die. Not like this.
It's my fault that you're here. I'm dying anyway. And you've got to live, Mrs. A. You'll live
Take a
and
shot.
you'll be happy again. You've been a great friend, Mrs. A.
Ну, блять, отдать противогаз Митси, в курсе, типа. Ага. А я всего лишь бессмертная, так что. Так,
No. You've got a date, and I'll make sure you turn up for it.
I can't.
There is no time to argue.
пока не пиздят,
I'll be
уже
fine.
бы обе померли.
Now. Do it!
О, ачивочка. Сюда. Минус дед.
Mitzi. Think of a vegetable while I'm gone.
В этот раз точно баклажан. Или кабачок на худой конец. Сейчас мы будем свечку задувать, скорее всего, да. 4-ю свечку. Как раз. Из 5. Так что это 4-й паразит. Здорово.
Welcome home, darling. I've been waiting for you. What took you so long?
Say what you've got to say and let's finish this. I'm tired of you. Tired of all this madness. I just need to get back.
Very well. I'm not planning to keep you long. Let's go inside. I have one last
Ты
job
охуел?
for you.
Сколько можно, блядь?
There are still 2 candles left, Susan. You know how this works. A soul for a soul.
And that's it. I blow out the last candle, and I'll never have to see you again.
Only if you blow out the right one. I'll never bother you again. Isn't that what you want?
Just не понял.
But if you choose wrong, it will be your life extinguished
охуела?
forever. Just take a deep breath and do it.
But how should I know which one's right?
That's the thing, Susan. You can't know that. In life, you can't always know the consequences before you make a decision. Haven't you learned that yet?
That's not fair.
Nothing is fair. You opened your heart talking to that doctor, and he butchered you like an animal. Then those disgusting cannibals, they chop you up and cook you for dinner if you'd let them. And what about the man with the flowers? All that he wanted was to hear you play before he split your skull open. The way your husband treated you, the way your neighbors laughed at you for years, just for being different. You did not deserve all that, and yet it happened. Am I forgetting something? Oh, yes, of course. Most of all, was it fair that...
Shut up! Just shut up, you ugly bitch!
Ну да, 5 получается.
Now I know who you really are. All those feelings I had in me for years. That bitter guilt and self-pity. That hatred for myself and everyone else. You are that miserable illness that's consumed my heart all these years. You, always there, always. Every day I looked at you in the mirror, like a dark cloud I couldn't see through. I let you take control of my life. I believed it was right to feel like this. But not any longer. This ends here.
Then blow out the candle.
Так, еще, блядь. Что, отказаться пробуем? Чё? Получается, отказываемся. Хули.
No, I
Пошла
won't.
нахуй.
I'm done playing your stupid little games. You won't tell me what to do anymore. I am stronger than you. I can close my eyes and you'll be
Да,
gone.
наверное, да.
Blow out the candle.
It's time to say goodbye, sister. I'm not gonna miss you.
You will never leave this place without me. You need me. We are one.
No. Tomato. You were thinking about a tomato, right?
Вон. Все еще не баклажан.
Tomato is a fruit, silly.
Who cares? I like tomatoes.
So do I. But I hate to disappoint you, but I was really
Все
thinking of
проебали.
onions.
Why onions?
They're the saddest of the vegetables, of course. They make people cry. What happened, Mrs. A? I saw you die. And yet, you're here. Alive, like if nothing's ever happened.
Well, let's put it this
Лимончик.
way. Everyone knows cats have 9 lives. So do cat ladies, apparently. But this time, I feel there won't be second chances. I'm down
нас
to
есть
one
сейвы.
last life now. I can't afford to waste it.
Easy.
You're such a nutter, Mrs. A. You are absolutely fucking bonkers. But I'm so happy to see you. Never, ever do that to me again, alright?
I can happily promise you that, Mitzi.
This is it. His room is through that door. It's time to face the Eye of Adam.
What are we waiting for? Let's do it.
Типа... И получается, если в даунфоле тебя Джо убивает, то ты умираешь совсем же. Ну, потому что обилку она эту потеряла. Бессмертную.
You're the Eye of Adam?
Хоть у него монитор.
A pathetic, wheelchair-bound invalid? Is this a joke?
Ой, саундтрек, ебать. Ту-ту-ту.
Do you know who I am? Do you know what you've done to me? You fucking murderer! Tonight it's your turn to die. I'm gonna paint this room with your brains and I'm gonna watch and smile. I swear to God I'll do it. Well? Nothing to say? Nothing at all? Aren't you going to beg for your sad little life? Say something! Anything!
Говорит, я хочу чисто с ним поговорить. Отвечаю.
Mitzi, where did you get that gun from?
It doesn't matter. Please, Mrs. A. This is something I have to do. You are free to leave if you want. You don't have to be a part of it. Just try to understand. Beg for forgiveness, you scum. What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't believe I'm gonna shoot you, do you? Oh, I've dreamt of this moment for so long.
Look at this man, Mitzi. He hasn't twitched a muscle since we entered the room. I think he's paralyzed.
That's impossible. He's lying to us. He's faking it.
Вполне. Типа
Do
чекнуть
something.
надо. Наверное,
Talk for
можно
God's
как-то.
sake. I need you to answer
Молоточком по
me.
коленкам.
I need to know.
He won't answer you. He can't talk.
Then, how did he post all that stuff online? What the?
Опа. Хуясь. Силой мысли, блядь, печатает. И ёбнешься.
How did he do it?
I think I know how. See that little device on his left eye? I've heard about these. It's a controller. It seems the only part of his body he can move is his eyeball. Controller connected to the computer tracks its movement, allowing him to...
Ебать, жестко, жестко.
That's ridiculous. How do you even know such things?
I'm a nurse? I've seen these before. Well, I've seen eye-controlled wheelchairs, but there's no reason why it wouldn't work with a computer.
Jesus. That would explain the whole Eye of Adam thing. He really is just the eye. But no, that doesn't change anything. He must die. He deserves nothing more.
Заебись.
What? You arrogant shit! I will fucking do it! Just tell me one thing. One thing. Why? Why did you make Jack kill himself? Fine. It'll be a pleasure. Ready to die, scumbag?
Так, посмотри на кислородные баллоны. Не думаю, что это хорошая идея. Да, я не знаю, что это за произведение. Но вот тут как бы у книги упоминаются Кинга. Так. Посмотри на кислородные баллоны.
Look at these oxygen tanks. I don't think it's a good idea.
What? Why not? I'm the one holding a gun here. And I will blow this bastard's brain out as soon as he looks at me. You hear me? Look at me! I want you to see what you've done. The pain you've caused me.
Mitzi, that's not what I meant. Just put the gun down for a second.
No! No. I can't do that, Mrs. A. I'm sorry. This is something I have to do. I have to.
Can't you hear that hissing sound? These cylinders are clearly leaking gas.
Please stay out of it.
You'll make a whole room blow up.
Ага.
I don't care. Just leave me alone.
Так. Я вот ты охуела, только что такая, ебать. Противогаз я не заберу. Забирай сама. Так, ты солгала мне.
You lied to me. You never...
Now, wasn't that quite obvious? What did you think I wanted to do? Have a coffee with him? Chat about the weather or politics? For God's sake, I'm here because this son of a bitch needs to die. If I don't kill him now, he'll just carry on and more innocent people will lose their lives.
Убей его не пушкой,
Do you
ёбаный
really
рот,
want that?
блядь.
Because I don't.
Сирик, и что, ты смотрел Сирик? Нормально? Так. Ну да, блядь, типа, чё? И в живы останемся. Так, это не способ. Вместо этого просто выключи эти. Так, подумай об этом немного. Разве Джек хотел бы этого? Ну, типа второй варик выбираем. О, второй. Да.
This isn't the way to do it.
А,
Just turn these
это
computers off
выключи эти
instead.
компьютеры.
No! He doesn't deserve to live after what he's done.
And who are you to serve justice like this?
Компьютеры.
Do you really want to kill an unarmed,
Сука.
paralyzed man?
Why are you doing this, Mrs. A? I thought you were my friend.
That's exactly why I'm doing this. Even if we survive the explosion, how will you be able to live with yourself?
I won't have very long to live with it. I'll manage just fine.
Ну да. Вот то, что без деда он все равно скопытится. Да ну. Типа хавать он как будет. Через пару дней, блядь, подохнет уже. Так. О, без своего отца он безвреден. Давайте так.
Without his father, he's harmless. He was the one who supplied him with all this technology. He fulfilled his every single wish. I know this guy's rotten bad. There's no excuse for what he did. But he will be punished for it. Trust me. They'll put him in some stinking nursing home. He'll live his life like a vegetable. Stuck to bed. He'll have time to think about what he's done. And he'll never see a computer screen again. Isn't that enough?
He said, do it! He wants to die and I want to kill him.
Так. Он хочет, чтобы мы все умерли. Разве что-то там... Ой, пойми. Так. Алло.
He wants us all to die. Can't you see that? Isn't that what he's been preaching? A joint suicide. That's why he wants you to shoot him. So we can all get blown to pieces. His final act. The work of his life. Are you really going to give him that satisfaction? Remember what you said about feeding the troll? That's exactly what you're going to do if you kill him now.
No,
О,
you're right. You should leave, Mrs. A. I'd never want you to get hurt. But I'm not going away without this fucker dead. Even if that means I die too.
Mitzi, have you lost your mind? You're going to sacrifice your life for this scum? He's a parasite! A worthless, evil piece of shit!
It's not like I've got anyone to live for, is it?
What? What about your mother? Your family?
She's dead. Yeah, I lied. I always lie. I grew up in an orphanage. My family never wanted to know me. The only person that cared about me was Jack. And he's dead. Yeah, happy now? So get the fuck out of here and let me do what I got to do.
так. Не все равно. Сделай это для меня.
I care about you. Do it for me.
О. I care about you. Easy.
Come on, mate. It's been a long day. Let's go home. We've won.
Have we really?
Trust me. I know we have.
How?
I'm the cat lady. From now on, I win every single day.
Ну, комп могли и вырубить, кстати. Так, чисто.
It's me, again, talking about my ordinary little life, as usual. I'm still surprised anyone would want to read this at all. The ramblings of a cat lady. Maybe I'm not a cat lady anymore. Things have changed here since Mitzi's death. I'll never forget those last few weeks. It's a horrible way to die. Stuck in a hospital bed with no hope and whole life to pass you by. 6 months ago, I lost the best friend I'd ever had. But at least we knew it was coming. I had time to accept it, just like she did. And I can only be glad we spent that time together. I still miss her though, every day. Did I ever mention I got into all this because of her? I opened her laptop the night after the funeral, and there it was. A friend request, over a year old. A little gift from behind the grave. I met some people. We go out sometimes, and I'm not alone anymore. It turned out there were others who felt like I did. I talked to them, tried to help. And now I'm writing this blog. I must confess, yesterday was bad. It was one of those days when you feel like you're back in the past, and all the good stuff that happened was just a dream. But I woke up today, feeling better. Maybe I can never get rid of it. This invisible illness. Maybe it will always be living somewhere deep inside me. Asleep. Waiting. And when it'll hit me hard. But if there's one thing Mitzi taught me, it's that you have to pick yourself up and carry on. It doesn't matter that life isn't fair. It doesn't matter that you make mistakes. You fall and rise again. Worlds full of liars, traitors, cowards. But every now and then, you meet someone like Mitzi, who will just smile at it all. Now, I've forgiven the world and myself too. I teach myself to smile again. One day I'll get there. I know I will. Even if it takes me not 9, but 900 lives.
Да. Розовая игра. Ну, видишь? Не шиза получается. Просто история одинокой тетки. Но когда первый раз проходил, конечно, больше меня впечатлила игра тогда. Типа своей атмосферой, в принципе. Розовости вот этой вот. Хотя сейчас тоже понравилось, в принципе. Но не могу сказать, что прямо разъебало, типа. Хотя Downfall меня тогда разъебал очень сильно концовкой. Проблема Downfall в том, что если ты знаешь концовку, то она не такая пиздатая получается. Ну да, типа, я, блин, с тебе говорил, что эта игра про другое. Если бы везде шизу пихали, то это была бы полная хуйня. Ну, и она типа не сильно сложная, но сложнее, чем типа ремейк Downfall. Типа, потому что ремейк Downfall вообще супер легкий, я ебал. Оригинал, по-моему, ебически сложный. Ну, красиво, что. Типа, после перерывчика, я думаю, мы вернемся к этой серии еще. Потому что там еще есть Birdhouse Lane, который в 22 году вышел. И который я не проходил. Типа типа Ларилай мы точно скипаем. Потому что я проходил, и Ларилай игра говна. Так, ага. Понял. А чё? Ну, блядь. Ну, потому что там сюжет такой более простецкий, я считаю. Ну, ничем не примечательный. Типа, ну, в плане, у меня нету замазки большой играть в Ларилай.